their property is secured. Today is one of the most special day because I'm going to be giving you a lot of tips that would help you. I'll give you an idea on how to know if a property you are buying is safe or not. So, because of the level of demolition that is happening in Nigeria, in Lagos, in Abuja, of so many clients, both the ones in Nigeria and in diaspora, it has brought to my attention that I needed to take this particular topic. The good thing about this topic is if you are going to watch this video to the end, you are going to enjoy one at least particular gift from me. Now, I'm actually connected into 4 devices. Okay, I'm connected on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, and then the main Facebook page. So you need to know that if you see my eyes going up and down, is because I want everybody that is connected to be able to get every information that they need. So we're going to go straight into what we have today. But before then, can you take us a picture? Later I can share it. Picture of the devices. Yeah. So when we talk about demolition is more like a nightmare to real estate investors. And I'm going to explain why. When you are a real estate investor and you hear of demolition, the first thing that will come to your mind is loss, which is true. Demolition brings loss. Not small loss, but very heavy loss. So if you are watching my video for the first time and you haven't watched the 30 days real estate challenge, please take time out to go watch it. It's actually on our YouTube. But for this particular one, we're going to start diving into what we have today. Imagine you waking up in the morning after buying a property for like 100 million, 300 million, and then you hear that that property is up for demolition. One thing will come to your mind, and that is regrets. Regret, not just regrets, thinking, sadness. So many things will just start happening to you at the same time because demolition has to do with great loss. I myself detest demolition so much, and that's why for the past 7 years I've been able to put a lot of energy to study how the real estate market works, to study the Land Use Act of 1978, to ensure I understand everything surrounding real estate. And so any of our clients who are putting in their funds into any of this, they do not fall victim of demolition. Now let's dive into what we have today. Demolition as a whole is very, very important for you to know exactly what it means and how you can avoid it, because it can be avoided. So from our 30 days real estate challenge, we talked about demolition, I think about 2 or 3 times or more self, just because we want you to understand that this can actually be avoided. Now, let's dive into this. Demolition itself is very painful. And for me to just talk about this, I need to share a story of a client who showed me a property about 5 years ago, and then told me that this property was actually cheaper than the property I was giving to the client. I tried my possible best to convince the client that please ensure you do your due diligence before you go into the property. Guess what? The client did not take that serious. The client just did the one he wanted to. And at the end of the day, 5 years down the line, he gave me a call and said, Anne, I wish I knew I would have listened to you, because the property is already up for demolition. There is a lot of big challenges that faces real estate buyer in Nigeria and in diaspora, no doubt. And when it comes to demolition, is the highest of all, because most times demolition of property has to do with you bought the land, you are losing that land, and then the house on that demolition, you are definitely losing the house. So if you look out for all of this, you will know that it's not what you really need. Like, you can avoid it. It can just be taken away Like, it's something that you can't just sit down and say, okay, yeah, I think this is what I need. So this exactly can be avoided. So when you want to get a land in Nigeria, when you want to get a land, you can ask certain questions, okay? And some of those questions are: one, you can try to ask if the land has good title. When you really confirm if a land has good title properly, it depends whether it has anywhere within Nigeria. There are bureau, there are land offices. You can go and confirm this. It depends on the state you want to buy this land from. And then when you confirm and they tell you that this particular property is safe to buy, the search doesn't end there. It doesn't end there. You need to go further to check under the community search, and then you would be able to confirm if that particular property does not meet to the community. So it's not right. It's not right. It's not right. So sorry for the distraction. So the thing is, after you confirm the title, you still need to go back to the community. Sometimes a property can actually be free at the government hand, but through the family, it's not free. It is real battle between the senior brother and the younger ones. So you need to be aware of this and confirm that all of these are cleared. You see, most of this search that you are doing can take some time, not too long. If you want to check the land bureau, it can just take about 2 to 3 days. Okay, but if you want to do the family one, it can take you about a week. Okay, just to confirm that every road is clear. Now, the third thing you might also want to confirm is if the property belongs to a first buyer, second buyer, or third buyer. And if it does, you might want to find out, why does this buyer want to resell this property? So I'm making this clear because I know you can understand me better in this live video and then be able to ask questions if you have questions. So thank you for tuning in into the live video today. I can see that some people are trying to tune in. Thank you so much. And remember to drop where you are tuning in from. If you're tuning in from Nigeria, you're tuning in from USA, you're tuning in from London, you're tuning in from Canada, you're tuning in from Australia, you're tuning in from somewhere within the world, please let us know where you're tuning in from, because this video belongs to those Nigerians that are invested in Nigeria, Nigerians that are living in diaspora, investing in Nigeria, and Nigerians that are the real investors that are controlling properties in Nigeria. Now, let's talk more on what you have today. So, the good thing about knowing the kind of things to check is that you don't want your location to be up for demolition. That's the game plan. We have talked about title. Secondly, we have talked about the community search. Thirdly, I want to tell you that you need on your own to check if the location is not prone to government road. Something happened in Lagos about a few years ago, and it really hurt a lot of people. If you look at your Nero, so many beaches, went off that place, and a lot of people lost their investments, their land, because, they just, how do I say it? A lot of people lost their properties, as simple as that. So I want to tell you that you need to check some locations to be sure that those locations are not up. They are not up for using it for road, using it for infrastructures or thereabouts. So I'm making this clear because I don't want you to miss out in the real reason why you are buying a property in Nigeria. If you ever think of buying a property, of course, you don't want it to be demolished. So please take note of all these points I'm mentioning, and then be ready to watch this video today, because I have a special package for you. Now, when you have checked if that place is not good for the road, the next thing you want to do is you want to get all your building approvals, especially those that are building in a location. You're building a house, your builder is telling you, don't worry, when you build, we'll start processing the follow due process. Even if it take you 1 year for your building approval to come out, follow due process. E gets why? So that you don't pay too much money on these fees. Let me tell you something. The period government has given for amnesty in Lagos are gone. So you need to be well alert and well notified that you should do your due diligence, and then you should do the proper applications before. You should do your proper applications before you decide on your own to say, okay, yes, I think I want to start building. Why am I saying all this? Because I know that if you are taking the right step, you will never face this kind of demolition. Now, somebody asked me a question and said, Anne, can you actually build on a property that don't have CFO? At the moment, no. If you have done that, government has given you grace to be able to perfect your title and then do the needful. At the moment, especially in Lagos. So you need to take note of all of this. Now, let's talk about deeper things about how to avoid demolition. You see, demolition to me is big. And I had to sit down and thought of how I can put this out to you easily in a layman's English without stress. So if you are watching this, please note that I'm connected to about 4 devices and I have to look at the 4 devices at once. So please endure with us because we can't go live on one different each. So now let's dive more deeper into this. Anyways, we are very much active on our Instagram, on our YouTube, and every of our social media platform. And I want to encourage you to please connect with us so properly well. So now let's talk about this. As Nigerians who do not want to lose millions of naira, you see, you need to take this simple step very seriously. And that alone will save you a whole lot that you can imagine. Now, let's talk about this. If you must ever think of your property not being demolished, then you should think of owning the right documents. The right documents would help you to get the right. It's not. Read. It's not. I'm live. So the right document will help you to get the right spot. Hold on, let me just okay. So basically, sorry for the break in transmission. And then that the first step, like we discussed, is about the documents and all that. The second step, second phase, is that building phase. Every approval that you need to get, please get it. And the last, third stage, not even the last, is the third stage. Third stage, ensure you register all your documents right at the land registry. Go and register your documents. It's very, very important for you to do so. When you register your documents, you will skip a whole lot that you can imagine. I mean, what does it take for you to do the right thing and then avoid your property being demolished? Avoid your property being demolished. So, I mean, then another thing you might also want to consider, which is like the third phase, is your survey plan. You see, survey plan is very, very important. you need to be sure that where you're building, the exact locations are just the exact place that your survey number is. No, I don't know how to put it. No mago mago. Everything is just correct. Everything is right. So when you are able to do that, you also will be happy that you did. Now, we're going to move straight to how you can also stay clear of fake documents, forged documents in the process of you buying, or building your house. Let me tell you something. Some government officials might tell you, okay, bring money, I'm going to give you this. You don't have to wait for the main one, just use this. Please don't do that. Make sure you are following the right steps. You are also getting the right documents before you proceed on any part of your building. Okay? And then there are so many more to check, which I've been able to pack in an ebook. There is an ebook, okay, that is right on seller. The ebook is going for 50,000 naira, which is how to avoid demolition, okay, but you can get it for free if you just send us a WhatsApp message now on +234 81 223 45752. If you are able to send us WhatsApp message on +234 81 223 45752, just type in ebook or playbook. It's about how to avoid demolition. It just teaches you step-by-step guide on what you need to do that can help you to avoid demolition. So I want to encourage you today, if you have ever faced demolition, or you've been so skeptical about buying properties in Nigeria, you've been so scared, you don't even know where to start. Listen, demolition is real and it can actually be avoided if you do all these steps that I mentioned in this video. And guess what? We've been able to do a very packed video for you on our YouTube, which we are going to share the link right under our page. It will be on our Instagram, it will be on our Facebook, it will be on our YouTube. It will be under the YouTube community also, so that you can go at your time and watch it. But if I were you, I will go watch it now, because after now, the ebook will not be sent anymore. It will be sold. So, but if you connect with us via WhatsApp now, you can get the ebook for free. And then you go through it and then learn everything you need to learn about how you can avoid demolition. Anyways, I had to come live because we've come to an end of our 30 days real estate challenge, where we are exposing the secrets of the Billionaire's Playbook. It started on the 1st of March and it's ending today. Now, let me first of all congratulate all of our clients, our viewers online, especially those in the UK, in the US, Canada, Australia, Netherlands, Italy, or thereabouts, that have been connected to hearttohearttv on YouTube, and then they'll be sending in their ebook because they want the ebook. We are going to attend to it in April. Okay, so please keep sending, join the waiting list. Once it has reached 50, we will stop sending the ebook, because we want you to go to seller and go and get it from seller. Now, I know that a lot of people have learned one or two from the 30 days challenge that we've been posting, highlights on our Instagram and the full videos on our YouTube. So if you think the 30 days challenge has really helped you and you are so happy you want to drop review, please drop the review just under any of our videos, and then any of our team will get across to you so that you can get another free ebook on how to start a mini estate in Nigeria. You might think, oh, I don't have money for mini estate. Someday you might have that funds to start your mini estate. Never look down on yourself, especially when you're an investor in Nigeria. It is said that anytime, any moment, boom, blowing can come. You know what they call blowing can come? Phones, real phones can really hit your hand. Because there was a client of mine who was selling a house selling time around Ibadan, not far away from the beach. And the client got that location for about, was it not 2 million or thereabouts? And then when the client wanted to sell that year, almost 4 years ago, the client told me that he wanted to sell for, I think, 100 million. Yeah, as at then. But the client that was coming for the place had about 90 million. So it was a no. The client said no, that the person that will buy will come. And actually, the person that will buy actually came. So why am I sharing this with you? Real estate is that can change your story just in a very short period of time. So if you're watching this video and you haven't also subscribed to our YouTube channel, you haven't connected with us on our Facebook page, on our Instagram page, hey, you're doing it wrong. You need to connect with us immediately, because what we have is huge and what is coming is what you wouldn't want to miss. So anyway, thank you, people, and remember to drop your questions. Thank you for tuning into the 30 days challenge cohort 3. We have cohort 1 right on our YouTube playlist. We had cohort 1 in 2024. We had cohort 2 in 2025. It was mind-blowing. So please, the cohort 3 is another ball game entirely. And what should be our team for cohort 4? Let me know at the comment section box. Let me know at the description box below. Or you can send it via DM, and then we'll surely consider it. Anyways, thank you, people. And I also want to tell you that we are building a community on YouTube. And if you want to join the community, please send us a DM so that you can be part that can join the community immediately. Because when you join the community, of course, you'll be able to get first-hand information that has to do with real estate in Nigeria. It is no doubt that so many real estate buyers that have connected with me for the past 7 years in the real estate industry, they will tell you that Anne will give you the way it is. Yes, that's what I'm known for. And then let me also say thank you to every of our teammates that have made this particular 30 days challenge possible. It's not just by making. And I also want to thank God for his strength. Everyday video up to 30 days. In fact, we need to open party for this. It is not easy. It's not a day job. It's hard work. It's hard work, it's commitment, it's consistency. And we want your encouragement. And how can you encourage us? Please join the community on YouTube. Just send us a WhatsApp message on +234 81 223 45752. I'll repeat that again. +234 81 223 45752. Just send us a WhatsApp message and type in community. Of course, we would definitely attend to you. Remember, you can get your 2 ebook if you are going to answer what you have actually gained from this cohort 3. That's exposing the secrets of the billionaire's playbook. Thank you so much, people. And I remain Anne Azonobi, your #1 real estate advisor and your investment mentor in Nigeria. Thank you, and see you on the next one. Remember to drop your questions below. Take care, and I love you. Bye-bye.